We're here tonight to talk about the West Railroad Street Water Improvement Project that we have planned for 2026. The persons involved in this project management is the city of Newcastle. WWC Engineering is the engineering firm on this project. Project manager, project engineer is Nick Marty. Myself and Beth Blackwell are in charge of the funding. Steve Dietrich, the city engineer, will be in charge of review and oversight of the project. The project area is essentially right here, but it encompasses everybody that lives in that area. We noticed when we had a couple of leaks right around here that we had to shut off everything, all of 77 homes in the senior center, which affects senior meals quite a bit. So tonight we'll talk about the project overview, the needs for improvements. We'll discuss the alternatives that we looked at for installation. We'll review the proposed plans, including the street portion of the project. We'll discuss the costs associated with the project. We will discuss the planned funding and the fiscal sustainability of this project. And we'll give opportunity for questions at the end. The existing infrastructure. In Newcastle, we have determined that about 55 years is about the useful life of our AC pipe with the installation, soil types, different things like that. Right now we're at 57 years, which is 2 years past Carter Avenue's useful life. We have had 2 leaks in this area, as I said, where we had to shut off pretty much everything across here. This project will begin on West Main Street and travel up to West or Pine Street and reconnect to the water main there. We are installing an 8-inch water main that will create a loop to connect Getchell Addition into the second location, allowing needed repairs to be able to be completed in the future. It also establishes redundancy in the system, so even if we have to shut off other portions of the system, we can manage to get water through this area too. All the street reconstruction that we're doing was based on the geotechnical study that was done, noted traffic patterns and noted vehicles. Feasibility. Engineer Nick Marty has reviewed the project and determined the project is both feasible and a priority for the city. The project, again, as I said, will create redundancy in the system. And this project enhances the system's reliability. We looked at alternatives to open trench and different things like that. We looked at doing nothing, which isn't feasible because if we don't do anything, we're going to have continued breaks. The pipe is aged. The effect on the senior center and senior meals can be large if we have to do this multiple times per year. Every year we do not complete a project, we add 5% onto the project as well. The methods that we looked at was open trench replacement, which is what we're planning on doing with this one. We can observe the installation of the pipe and the soil types around it. So we remove all oversized rocks and things like that to protect the pipe in the future. At that time we can also make the decision if we need to bed the entire pipe before we really poor soil or rocky soil. We did look at directional drilling. It's less disruptive, but it costs more. And we're unable to observe the installation of the pipe. Project schedule. We are planning on going to DEQ, or the DEQ permit to construct has been submitted. The application is there, the plans are there. We're in review on that right now. We want to enter into the 2026 construction season, so next summer. We want to complete this project. Our plan moving forward is we will attend the meeting in December 4th to request the funding. The bidding will be able to do in early 2026. begin the project. We're tentatively planning it in May of 2026 with project completion by October 26. We did a cost analysis of the project. And in the cost analysis, we have to look at what the SRF funds we're going to be applying for, what other entities we can get money from, or if we're paying for this ourselves. So SRF eligible funds, this is the overall cost of the project. This column and this column, this was the SRF and this is the city's portion. Most of the city's portion is, what's that?
The last portion is whose, our portion?
Yeah, this is our portion. And these are our percentages we will be paying.
I see, okay, thank you.
SRF funds, we cannot use that for street projects other than the 10 feet over top of the main. So most of the money we are putting out is for the street portion of the project. The funds for the street portion will come out of the general fund. The SRF loan repayment will come out of the drinking water funds. Better explain the street project. They're only going to pay 33% of the street project. We will pay the rest. The street design incorporates the estimated truck traffic, which we do have several trucks that we didn't realize travel down there, railroad, Black Hills Energy, us as well. We're doing a 6-inch asphalt paving, 6 inches of compacted base below that. Below that will be 12 inches of compacted engineered fill on top of geometry. Just like what we did with 7th Avenue. So a little more robust street project than what we've done in the past. Most of them we've done in the past is not very much. Planned funding. We plan on applying, we've applied for a state revolving fund, drinking water section. We're applying for $675,000 of the estimated $975,000 project. Those are round numbers, by the way. The street portion is not eligible for funding, so as I said, we will pay for that out of the general fund, which we have budgeted for. We did request the project be an equivalency project. It needs a little more work on our side, especially the paperwork side, but it makes us eligible for 0% interest. So $675,000 is what we have to pay that. Currently, we're sitting at 1%, so it's still not bad. We started out at 2.5. We have applied for the principal forgiveness. It only depends on whether the money is still there if we get the principal forgiveness. Principal forgiveness is taken off the top of the loan. We won't have to pay that money back. The rates will not increase with this project. They were built into the 2024 rate analysis, so this project's been planned and we have to wait to pay it back. Any questions?
You have 2 areas there that we were going to apply for funding, and there's no guarantee that you'll get.
Just one of us we're applying for funding, and that's drinking water SRF.
Okay. And then how iffy is that? I mean, are we pretty much locked in?
Yeah. If we're on the intended use plan, this is the intended use plan. So these are the projects that go through and review.
And they've already reviewed that. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, we are eligible, and as long as we get all the work done ahead of time, we'll have the money. We'll have the money in December before applying.
So on your map, go back to where the covered area is.
Yeah, would you tell
On the
us where?
street. That is coming off the railroad from Main Street.
Yep.
And it's running like the street, right?
Yep, this is the proposed.
So we already got everything handled for the easement.
Work done. We have to complete that at least 45 days ahead of December 4th. City attorney is in charge of that work.
Last time, our funding opportunity is that.
If we can't get it, the project must have. It's a rather small project in relation to our other projects, but it really is a rather critical one where we know we cannot serve part of that area unless we do a second line. That's the big push for this one, is to make sure we can still create the redundancy and the reliability.
I suppose in your new updated, you're putting in different isolation valves where you're not having to shut down
Yep.
77 homes and.
There'll be a 3-valve cluster here, one for that street, one for this one over here. The new one here, there'll be new valves on either side of the fire hydrant that's going in the middle of it. We're also replacing the storm sewer underneath the street, so everything underground will be new as far as our infrastructure. We have talked to some of the other utilities to make sure if they had infrastructure that needed to be replaced underneath the street, now's the time.
Is there any way I could get that map, that right there?
Yeah. I got several copies.
I've had people say, well, where is this? I've never, seriously, Greg, I've never heard of Getchell Edition.
That's what the actual,
When they said, what's Getchell Edition, I said, you got me.
Yep.
I've never heard of it.
No, you Getchell me.
yeah. no,
Has
that's
it
the
always
actual-
been that?
Yeah, that's why it's platted in the county plat.
I only know because I work
So,
for the city and I do.
you said that
I've never heard.
You were talking about reconstruct, like pavement and everything, but not where the blue arrow is, right?
From here, all the way around to here.
I thought that was Black Hills Road.
We're working on getting a road.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, the
So
city
it's-
attorney's working on that.
It's
portion.
down from
Okay.
Black Hills
Yeah.
to
Fine.
Fine.
Yeah.
and then all over, clear over to,
Carter.
This is the affected area when we have to shut it off.
right, but what roads are gonna be affected? Like,
Pine Street and coming off of Main Street onto West Railroad. Currently, there's only 2 residents and only one of them is occupied on this street.
okay, but then all of Pine over to,
Yeah, we won't be doing anything past this point.
oh, okay.
So the actual project area is from here.
Oh,
to
okay,
here.
okay, okay,
That's
okay.
it. But we're trying to help the affected area,
Okay, gotcha.
Just water.
just water. The sanitary sewer, it's fairly new underneath that section, it's PVC and precast concrete manholes. We did investigate that before doing anything. The RC, or the culvert is concrete culvert, but it's really goofy how they set up their drain inlet boxes. And they're cracking out, starting to cause problems, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that while we're there.
Sounds good to me.
If there are no other questions, I'll close the meeting.
You check out that. And Getchell Edition.
Buster Getchell.
So is this,
Where did that come from?
this is
Was
on
that
par
Mr.
with
Getchell?
the level one assessment and the schedule that we have for capital improvement.
Yeah, this is your.
Yeah, you won't be here long.
Oh, way longer than Darren.
Awesome.
Not way longer.
That was actually
You're only 20 years older than me.
Plan, reaching on.
No, it's not even 20.
Must